What's going down, everybody? It's your boy Gensu back with another podcast. I got my great co-host with me. I got my boy Hitmon Lee.
What's going on?
I got Armor Hammer and my Negro back there, King Qualo on the motherfucking boards.
What's happening?
We've been gone for a couple of weeks, man. A lot of interesting things been going on. My guy King Qualo, he graduated.
Hey, shout out to Qualo.
Didn't know this motherfucker could do what he could do on the drums.
Hey.
Okay? The
That's
boy
true.
with the guitar was singing to me in one of them songs.
Bro, yeah,
You did
Macduff
get-
is a cold motherfucker.
It was live, bro.
Guitar, bro.
You guys should do shows like that for free. So I felt like we had got early, exclusive. We got exclusive content right there.
You did. You know what's crazy? Last like 2 months, bro, we've played enough shows to have our rent paid.
Yeah,
I'm fucking with it.
yeah.
I'm fucking with it because the nigga don't have to come out his pockets for rent at the motherfucking
Look,
spot.
man,
Nigga,
that's where it's cracking, bro.
Look, that's more money in my pocket, and I had $20. Look, now we're starting to make profit, nigga. I'm like,
Oh
hey,
yeah, all over it, man, all over it. So that was nice.
we trying to go to the moon like sheep, and we all got some sheep.
Your family out there was very, you know, I love your family, bro.
Thank you.
I'm a talker, dog. So I go out. I know how to make people comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So they made me feel like I was wanting to get. You know, they invited me to you guys' family reunion.
Oh shit, for real, gang. Oh, yeah, cause it's gonna be here this summer, right?
It's next week, dog.
Niggas have not told me.
Yeah. Your grandma told me, dog.
I love how my grandma tells other people.
Invited me to the family reunion. I was like, well, goddamn.
Yeah, well,
I just met y'all today.
Well, I guess the charge is gonna be moving and grooving next week.
Yeah,
I guess
I
have to have that camera battery on full, and
Full, bro,
I
yeah,
got
it was,
that 64 gigs on my.
It was very cool, bro. I really appreciate that shit.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming out. It was a vibe. It was a whole vibe.
The food was
a
great fire. Who was it that made the potato salad, bro? Whoever I don't know who it was, but she was like, "This is going to be the best potato salad you ever had in your life." I was like, "I don't know," because moms make a mean potato salad. But to buy that shit, I said, "Holy shit, dog!
That's probably it, baby.
What the fuck she just did to me, dog?"
Hey, that's Day-Day's grandma.
the one
that owns the house, or
No. That's Keelan's grandma.
What's crazy is like, bro, I kept coming back for the potato salad, bro.
I can't. The mac and cheese too. Though.
Oh, the mac and cheese was fire.
My dad made that. I had him make that.
The mac and cheese?
Yeah, the mac and cheese and the baked beans.
Yeah, the mac and cheese.
baked beans
See,
are fire.
Baked beans
a lot of people don't have mac and cheese like this. That's black people mac and cheese. They put like 4 different types of cheese in there. and They put that motherfucker in the oven.
And he said he did
and
something
bake that
different.
shit.
He said he melted the sauce before and put it all over. So
I like how they had like the
I made that
wraps.
shit with love.
They had the wraps over the fish, and they threw that in there and had bro. I'm trying to tell you,
the
dog.
firecracker rolls.
That was the.
Yes,
That's what my mom made.
Bro,
Yeah,
yes,
my mom
those
made
were fire.
Was that the egg rolls?
Yeah.
With the fish in it, with the
Yeah,
salmon.
I was like,
yeah.
this is the first time I had a salmon egg roll. I was like,
Salmon egg roll, bro.
I think light just hit a little bit different.
Yeah.
My mom been making them for years. I was special request. I had to.
Fire.
Hey, you can't forget about them little chicken salad sandwiches, nigga.
Oh yeah, bro.
Those were fire too.
With the crust cut off.
Bro, it was just you just throw them in your mouth.
I was just like,
Yeah, it melts like butter.
with the white bread. That's the only time I eat white bread, nigga.
Oh, and then the jumbo. Damn, that shit was heat too.
it was all good.
Your mom made some bomb ass noodles.
Oh, the
I'm not
noodles were
gonna lie.
fire, bro.
No, yeah, they were
I
good.
like the noodles, dog. I like
I
the
did,
noodles,
and it
dog.
hit different when I hit it with the sauce after. I was like,
The noodles was cool, bro.
Yeah, you have to hit it with the sauce though.
The noodles was cool, bro.
They were good without the sauce, but with the sauce, I was like,
Yeah,
oh
with
my
the sauce,
God.
it made the whole difference.
The noodles was
'Cause
cool.
I felt like without the sauce, it was just kind of plain. To me,
So you, well,
You-
because
you're
that's
so used to it.
that's because you're used to eating it, bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was like, alright, yeah,
that's a Vietnamese dish, right?
yeah.
So you know, so it's like I know what chicken's supposed to taste
But
like.
that's but that's
Nigga, like I know what good mac and cheese supposed
Yeah.
to taste like.
but that's the first time I had like kale noodles. I didn't
Hey,
use kale
your
noodles.
kale?
Your mom is a
Kale.
real ass nigga for putting kale noodles
It was
and making
kale?
it hella fucking.
I didn't know what was in it, bro. I just ate it. Dog.
I was in love with it.
I don't know,
I'm not gonna lie.
Cause last time on my birthday she made noodles too, but it was yellow noodle. I was like, what the fuck is this? And when I first saw it, I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, oh, this shit hit different.
You've been told us before. You were like, yeah, they're green noodles. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't know.
And then I tried it and it was fire.
Look, man.
I knew if your mom put the blessing on it, it was gonna do stupid.
yeah.
Shout out to moms.
Shout out to
Shout out
moms.
to
Shout out to
all the
moms. All the
moms,
moms.
yeah.
All
Shout out
the
to
big things.
Big facts, because my mom really put in work.
Me and Flash just
Organized.
came back from Vegas.
Ooh.
Which was on some.
Yeah, I gotta
Leave
break that
some
down.
Okay, so when we got off the plane, right, there was like, you guys got a car waiting for you. Okay, a car. All right. Yeah, we got a car waiting for us. Right.
Oh, okay.
I'm outside because of stretch limo.
Oh.
Right, alcohol in there and everything. I'm already on the shots. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? My head's out the window like, hey, I'm here.
He was though, dog. He was
Whole
like,
time, head out the window. Hey, I'm here. You see me.
we had complimentary shots and the little.
Complimentary shots was fire. You know what I'm saying?
He put me on a double shot of Jack.
Double shot Jack. That's the shit.
That shit probably
You know
hit
what I'm saying?
a little bit real
We
quick.
got a real double shot of Jack. When we went on the Fremont, and they gave us a real double shot of Jack. And I was like, oh, okay, there we go. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
that reminded me of the fucking shit that Armand brought to Paula's graduation, the Kraken. I was like, what
Oh, the
is
Kraken.
this?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
that
brought the
shit-
Kraken? I didn't know who brought the Kraken.
brought the Kraken.
I
That shit
appreciate you for
tasted
that.
like
Nigga,
Robitussin, bro. Like cough
I
syrup,
was,
bro.
but taking a nice little splash of that, you just be like, oh.
No, because that shit, how much proof was that? It was like
40. It was like 45%
that.
alcohol.
No, it was more than 45. Because I tasted, that's why I tasted like.
What was it down there?
It's like
100 proof?
50%. Yeah, 100 proof.
So 100 proof?
Yeah, so it's 50% alcohol and then 50 others.
What's wrong with y'all drinking that shit? Y'all young though. Y'all can do that. When you get a little older, because I took the first shot, I was like, well, I already feel this shit.
I mean, too.
Well,
It's on
I
empty stomach.
appreciate you, June, for putting the band on the YouTube.
Yeah, why not,
We
bro?
gotta share that on the stream.
Why not? I put it on my Facebook too.
Yeah,
Come on,
man.
You
Hey,
can't get shit like that for free, bro.
what's the name of your band?
My band is Matlock in the Keys. Look us up on Twitter.
Matlock
Well,
and
not
Keys.
Twitter. Actually, that's the only thing we don't have. We Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Look, man, I didn't know
So-
the boy could really play the drums like that. I was like, oh,
I remember the first show in
this
Memphis.
nigga ain't playing. I was like, whoa.
Hey, they gave him
Hold on.
he got a little solo too, popped off.
Man.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Especially
bro.
playing in front of family, he's just.
Bro, and I was like low key lit, and that makes me not think as much.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm
no,
like,
when
I'm
you
not-
was zoning.
Yeah.
This is Qualo the
But,
zone.
like, I can be in the zone and get distracted super easily.
Yeah.
Like when I'm like, cause I smoke a shit
Yeah.
ton. But when I'm drinking, I don't think about anybody around me as much.
Yeah.
Like I remember like at the Shoreline show when you niggas were talking and laughing, I was like, what are they laughing about? But I have to play these drums.
We're not laughing about.
I
I know, but I
know.
was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, yay!
It's-
Not in a bad way. It was like, oh my God.
No, every
For
time.
people, because like I'm heavy. Like I like a lot of live. I like live music. You know what I'm saying? I like music. Period. Okay, and especially like singing competition, like watching singing competition, because it's like I know ass when I see ass. I know when it's fucking trash. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was good. Like perfect example, my niece graduated, and the girls in her school had a band, right? And we're at Safeco Field, or T-Mobile Park, whatever the fuck they want to call this shit nowadays.
Safeco for real niggas.
Yeah, for real niggas, Safeco. So we're there,
But they don't know the
and
Kingdom. I'm just playing.
what the
I was gonna
fuck?
say that.
The these four girls, they just graduated high school. You know what I'm saying? And they had a little band, and I'm like, man, this shit halfway fucking decent. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta remind you, you're at a place where, what if all those seats were filled, and their minds are like, holy shit, like this is probably the biggest venue
Yeah,
we
it's you
ever
ever
did.
played, yeah.
But the shit was fucking decent, bro. It's like you shouldn't do things and set yourself up for failure. It's like you shouldn't sing a Whitney Houston song.
Oh no.
Or you shouldn't be like, I'm gonna fight the champ and get boxed
you
up.
shouldn't do it.
I'm
Tell you
dead.
shouldn't do it. But let's get on topic though. So today's topic is we're talking about women with hands.
There you
Women
go.
with them paws.
Women with hands, okay? I think the first chick that I seen that had them hands, well, as a professional fighter, I would say Gina Carano. That's like the first chick I ever seen that had like those hands.
Yeah.
All I know about Gina was that she fought Ronda Rousey. You see
Gina
that fight?
Carano? Gina Carano didn't fight Ronda Rousey?
I mean, if we're
believe
talking
she
about.
did.
Oh wait.
No, I don't think Gina Carano fought Ronda Rousey.
I mean, we're talking
sure
about.
about that?
She fought Cyborg.
If we're talking about.
Cyborg's a mother.
She fought Cyborg, and Cyborg demolished her, bro.
Cyborg is.
I think you're right about that. I'm
literally
on-
Yeah, thank you.
I
Go.
think you're right about that.
If
Actually,
we're talking about Ronda Rousey, the only thing I remember was
I don't think Ronda. I think Gina Carano fought Cyborg.
My
I remember she
nigga,
fought
shout out
Cyborg.
to my nigga Holly Holmes, real quick.
that's exactly who I was. Bro, you just took it
Holly
out
Holmes
of my
is-
mind.
Them long ass legs will
Savage.
put you to sleep.
No, I mean,
Oh yeah.
bro, that first time, because, bro, you gotta realize.
we gotta fact check real quick. What's going on?
They never fought.
Yeah, I think she fought Cyborg, and that's when Cyborg was juicing.
You gotta,
Cyborg with that ass.
But I was gonna say, you gotta realize,
out here.
She almost like.
Ronda Rousey was like on a 19-win streak until she got kicked in the face by Holly.
She was on something.
She was on a good streak, though.
Well, this is.
But-
let me tell you how fucked up this is, though. If you get knocked out in a devastating fashion to Holly Holm the way you did, okay, that was a devastating knockout. And then they got the nerve to put you against the Lioness.
Woo. Man,
What the? I wouldn't have took that fight.
hell no.
If I was,
I got
For $1 million?
for a million, fuck no.
$1 million.
$20 million.
Dog, 20 million.
Okay.
You give a fuck with my, I mean,
Would you fight Deontay Wilder for $20 million?
for 20 million.
This is a little tangent, but
Hey,
answer this
hey.
For
question.
20 million, I'd even try to fucking win.
All right,
try to
now let's
win.
go back to.
But I'm saying that-
but if the Sheba hit, we're gonna have way more than 20.
But hold on, wait, though. Did I
Hey,
get?
shout out to Sheba Army.
Shout out to Sheba. Did I get knocked out by Mike Tyson? And then go fight Deontay Wilder?
No.
That's fucked up. That
Yeah.
seems kind of fucked up. That's putting my body and my brain in danger.
That seems like they're trying to put you in a lose-lose situation.
You fight Holly Holm and get knocked out.
What? Well,
And then you go fight Amanda Nunes?
but I mean, you gotta realize. Yeah, I understand.
She didn't
that.
get no tune-up fight. Or in boxing, they would give him a couple of tune-up fights. They would give her a tune-up fight.
Yeah.
Make sure your head's still in the game.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Then, let's go ahead and
it makes
fight the
more
champ.
sense. It makes more sense
I
that
think
way
it's,
too.
I just think
it's
because
fucked up.
during that time
Fuck
period.
that money, man. I wouldn't. I mean, you
They
can
don't
talk
care
about
about
Dana.
that. They don't care about
Yeah,
that.
UFC's
like, yup.
Dana wants that money.
But during that
I
time
don't really
period, I
trust-
feel like Ronda Rousey's like she was so hyped up, and then she was like the first woman to really put.
But not like
Like she even proved Dana White in his eyes, like, oh, like women can. Do
Amanda
everything.
Nunes.
Nunes is a
That
motherfucking.
bitch is a fucking beast. My apologies, Amanda Nunes, but for real, bitch, you're a beast. That bitch is a fucking beast. She is a fucking animal, dog.
Dog.
And you don't pit her against.
How she did that tall woman? I don't know. That she was like
Megan.
6. Yeah, Megan, bro. She put
Did her nasty.
nasty.
Bro.
She was
Nasty.
like, oh, she Megan was like, all that shit.
Put
Yeah,
the
I
paws
you know,
on her,
I'm
dog.
long. I can do this, that, and the fourth. She was like, oh, that's cute.
Put the paws on her, bro. The only person I know that goes up and down in weight and holds the same type of power and skill is probably Manny Pacquiao, dog. That's the only thing. That's the only person I can think of that can go up and down different weights and hold the same amount of speed, the same amount of power. It's Manny Pacquiao. I mean, that's just to me. Maybe there's other boxers. I don't know. Maybe there's other fighters. I don't fucking know. But you don't come on, dog, man. There was no grappling. There was no none of that. She just got her ass whooped.
Yeah, it was like 30 seconds. Right?
You know what I'm saying? And then you put her against Cyborg. And she did the Cyborg, which I thought was a good fight. I thought Cyborg went to that fight. I think Cyborg went to that fight a little different. You know what I'm saying? Because she was like, "Can't no bitch knock me out," and that was ego. That was a lot of ego in that fight. Yeah, because nobody really fought her, bro. Nobody wanted to fight Cyborg like that.
Nunes, man. Greatest of all, one of the greatest of all time. Definitely one of the greatest women fighters of all time.
Yeah, and then you got what's the other chick's name? Chef Chick or whatever the fuck.
Shevchenko?
That's Shevchenko. What the fuck?
Zonjacek?
Some-
Joanna?
Joanna's nasty too.
Yeah, I thought that's who I forgot. Oh, what's up? Shit, now I'm fucking up. See, that's what happens when I hit that crown.
Yeah.
We about to pour him another
So
one.
who's on the who's on the board?
My nigga Jay got him.
Got it. Got it.
But got him. So
Got him. Hey, look, man, Jay.
Wake him up.
What is going on, Jay?
That's what that
Jay?
fucking crown black did
Is
to
this
me.
the first time Jay been on the show?
Maybe not.
We
I think-
we gotta have to have him on. We have to
When I get Jay on the show, Jay knows we're gonna get to the nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know. See, this is my thing. Jay, I hope you're watching, baby. I apologize. You know what I'm saying for this, but that's my dude right there.
Yeah.
And when I first seen Jay fight, I was like, this boy been the pen knocking cats out, right? And I remember my guy Armham was like, how you know? I said, man, I know the prison tattoos when I see them, dog. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? But Jay won't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. We need Jay on the show, and Jay will clarify that for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I like that dude. That dude's a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Love all the KOs he's put on there.
Oh yeah, he put in motherfucking work every fucking time
Yeah.
he fights.
Come on, man.
Pour another one.
So, let's get back to this woman with hands, okay? When are we going to see somebody in the scrapyard that's a woman that's throwing these hands?
Hopefully soon.
Because I might have a fighter that might, give her 3 months of training. She might be ready to get up in there.
Oh man.
Oh,
Athena.
she just graduated.
Athena just graduated too.
Have you talked to she?
I haven't talked to her. I know Tyjon wants to fight though.
You about to just come in here with the Amazon,
Those are young
Amazon Greek name ass.
Yeah, Athena.
Her name's Athena though.
Her name's Athena. Athena's a beast.
Greek goddess.
Her brother always wants to train too. Her brother's as tall as you.
Oh damn.
Oh, so
Yeah.
So
That's the guy you sparred at the dojo.
Yeah. Tyjon.
Remember?
I sparred
at the
him?
dojo.
You started the dojo. He gave me a head kick. I was like, watching. He was like, nope, we're good, Jim. I said, all right.
I don't even remember.
You got this. I was all right. No, I was telling Tyson, you better watch yourself, son. You know?
What you call it? Y'all watch One Champion?
Yes.
Nigga, I shared a video with y'all the other day with B Nguyen and I don't know this is his name because I know
Probably Ty.
her name was Stamp or something like
Fairtex.
that fight was
That's the
stupid.
chick, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's a beast. Beast too. I think one got more grittier fighters than
definitely
than the UFC, bro.
I didn't know about One Champ honestly because I really didn't know too much about fighting outside of like the mainstream shit until like I really started to actually understand martial arts and stuff.
Yeah, One Championship is probably
I
like
like
my
one
preferred
way-
favorite MMA league.
Yeah,
But
I like them a lot.
they have hella venues, bro. They have thousands of venues that cats don't know about where motherfuckers are going to sleep.
Bro, their striking is like just so nasty. Cause like you have all these ties and these
Watch
fucking.
this.
Yeah.
Is this a highlight video?
Yeah, it's the highlight video.
Is it Stamp? Yeah.
This Stamp and what's the girl's name?
And
B?
Nguyen, yeah.
Ooh, look at those knees. Look at those accurate. Look at that shit.
Stamp was putting it on her. But
Look
it
at
was
that
like,
though. That's like Amanda Nunes striking right there. Though.
I'm trying to be that fast.
They were.
I want to get back to where
That's
I'm
Monday,
that
bro.
fucking quick.
Tomorrow, bro.
Huh?
You training tomorrow?
I don't know.
Why
I don't
Hey,
know, huh?
shout
Why
out.
don't you know?
I'll
I
talk
don't
to you
know
about that later.
Stamp's first name, but shout
Okay.
out to Stamp and B Nguyen because they be going
I'll talk to you
hard.
about that later.
Those are definitely women with
Okay.
balls.
Coming tomorrow.
But
yeah.
I'm changing up my my schedule for training. I'm gonna start doing my gym workouts at my job. So they got a gym I can do it for free. They got free weights. I got a bench. I got a squat rack. I've been seeing dudes in there like, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So I'm going there and get busy. You know, back to these women with hands though. I had a girl. I've seen a lot of street fights with females, right? And I've seen a lot of females.
Women,
Huh?
women, females.
Women, females. When I was growing up, the girls in the neighborhood, like, they were like tomboys. But then as we got older, they became more of women, but they still
More feminine.
more feminine, but they still had hands. You know what I'm saying?
My
Because
mom is heavy-handed as
you know,
looks heavy. She looks like.
My mom will put like. Remember when I was a little kid, like after like she knew whooping wouldn't work, she
ever-
just punched me in the chest.
she ever go slap you?
Nah.
When you got hit so quick, you be like, "What the fuck was that?" Like, what the
Make sure
This
she
is
popped me
something we
with
talked
that nail.
about.
yeah.
She make sure she popped me with the motherfucking nail. Just
See, that's what I do. That shit to my son. I don't. I pop him right in his fucking eardrum. Boop! Shut the fuck up. And he be like, "Okay." Because
don't hit me in the forehead.
that's a different type of feeling, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's a different type of feeling, dog.
Your eardrum is like the size of like paper, bro.
Yeah, it's a different type of feeling, bro. Hit him right. Shut up.
You ever been hit with the pull of your fucking this right here?
What you talking about with the baby hairs?
Oh
Yeah.
no.
That's like almost like your ball sack.
That's JC.
Almost like getting pulled in your ball sack. Yeah, that shit's
That's
some bullshit.
JC. But I mean, my hair always like when my mom does my mom's heavy-handed when she does my hair.
Yeah,
I
women
love
don't.
my mom.
A lot of these women don't play, bro. I seen a chick get kicked in her face, had a fucking Nike imprint on her cheek, bro. Just like you know what I'm saying, bro? Have you, bro? Okay, so this is the story. Okay, I was salty too. I'm not gonna lie, I was salty. So I was cracking up. You know, I always had a thing for Asian females, though. Okay, that was my thing. They were hard to get at.
I'm gonna take a shot at it.
You know what I'm saying? See, men are hold on, you guys. Let's take a shot.
Hey, you can take this. Oh, I got you.
Men are hunters.
No, don't give me.
He's feeling this shot, bro. Feeling it.
Yeah.
Men are hunters, right? Who wants to hunt? Who wants to hunt easy game? You want a good prize, right? Back in the 90s, the thrill of the hunt. Back in the 90s, a lot of Asian women don't fuck with black people. So you know what I'm saying? I was salty. I ain't gonna lie, I was salty. Okay, I was trying to crack at this girl. She was like, no way, no how. Okay, whatever. She made a couple of comments. We ain't gonna go there. She made a couple of comments, stirred me the wrong way. Now my homeboy's sister, she had a little crush on me. So I use it to my advantage. I'm like, hey man, I used to go over here and handle some business for me. She's like, all right, I got you. No problems. No questions asked. But anyway, long story short, she ends up kicking this girl in the face. Cause we were at Westlake Mall, she sit down, she was kicking her in the face. Pissed this fucking Nike imprint on her cheek, bro. Right? And then the dude got up and did something, and my partner punched him in the neck. Right? Like square in the neck. Folded him. I don't know how it fall. I remember he got hit in the neck, so I don't understand how it folded.
Remember when Brazel got kicked in the neck?
That's a kick though, bro. But a punch? I don't know.
Was your homie like jacked or was he?
Well, just, your average size black dude.
How
you know
much did he weigh?
6 foot, you know what I'm saying?
How much did he weigh?
200, let's say 200
There we
pounds.
go. 200
It's 'cause
pounds.
That's your average black dude though, right?
It's because of the
Did
movies.
he really throw him?
I mean, no.
Well,
But if you get, but anybody
snuffed.
if you snuff somebody, you know what I'm saying?
I thought you guys.
He might have like grazed like
He hit that boy in the neck.
But he
thought you
might have
guys-
like his fist might have grazed something when he hit that nigga in the neck.
He probably hit him with the Mr. Miyagi karate chop.
He
in
could have
the
hit him
fist
with. He could have. Like I've seen my sisters fight. Like I remember my sister. She used to have.
which one?
My sister Priscilla. This is my. She has the 3 boys. Okay.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, cause when I was growing up, it was like gangbanging, right? And these girls that lived around the corner from us, she had problems with. So I remember she got into a fight with the sister, beat the sister up. They got into a fight with like a cousin of the girl, beat her up too. So they used to always try to catch her slipping, bro. So we was coming home from school, and it was no. We was coming from school. We posted up. We told my other sister we were going to the store. So we went to the store, and I was young, bro. I was like 8, 9, didn't know what the fuck was really going on, and they tried to jump her. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know, like I kind of froze because I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Right? So it's 3 girls, it's my sister, she's trying to throw hands. She's like, bitch, you bitches can come get to work. Okay? There's 3 against 1, so she's trying to throw hands. And then I remember my sister, she was like on one knee, and then I see my other sister out of nowhere fucking come bailing across the street, bro. And just jumps up and throws this crazy fucking sidekick to this bitch's face, and it was game time, bro.
Oh yeah,
Who was
because
this?
because somebody was there that was from the hood and ran.
Hold on,
into
real
your
quick.
sister.
Hey, bag.
Anyways, talking about those sidekicks, that reminds me of
Sorry, I gotta take this call.
what was gonna say.
Yes, sir.
It reminds me of because I be talking to my aunties.
Quick second, man. I have to get a picture on the phone of my wife. I'm coming.
Yeah, my aunties was saying back in the day, my mom, she was just jumping flying sidekick bitches. Like my aunties was like, yeah, back then every time your mom get pissed, she'd just go straight up and do a jumping fly kick to this bitch. I was like, what?
Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, bro.
Well, who? Okay, I'm sorry. I was listening to this shit, so I was doing all the other shit. But who expects a flying sidekick from somebody?
Nobody.
Especially from some chick just run across the fucking room. and just fucking jump over a couch and just sidekicks you in the fucking face. Who expects that?
Nobody.
I wouldn't expect that shit. If my wife just came out the room right now, just whoop, pow, I'm like, what the fuck? I'd be shocked if she just started flying across the air and just, ugh. You be like, what? You know, this shit's real. You know, I mean, my mother, my mother told me, like, I like knives, like swords and shit. I don't know, always been infatuated with the shit, right? So as I got older, your parents start telling you shit that you really don't want to talk about. Or they might start telling you shit that you never really knew.
Yeah.
As you get older, right? So my mother used to tell me, she said, yeah, you know, when I was, you know, before I met your dad, I had boyfriends. Yeah, some of them act up a little bit. And I cut the shit out of them, too. I'd be like, what? She said, yeah, mother was telling you, yeah, I'll cut the fuck out of you.
Nah, it's hella funny.
And I'm like, huh?
Real.
And I was asking, like,
real.
maybe that's where the infatuation from the knives come from. She said, well, maybe it's not my problem. And she'll tell you some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, I was just telling you before you left. When I was talking to my aunties,
Yeah.
I said back when they were younger with my mom.
Yeah.
Every time they get in a fight, my mom would just throw a jumping flying sidekick at a bitch.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I feel like in Vietnam, that's more probably like, you know,
But
like you can expect it.
My thing is, when you look at your mom, do you see that in her when you look at her?
When she's pissed and shit, this is a whole different breed.
But before they told you this, would you think that was possible for her to do some crazy shit like
Fuck
that?
no.
No, you be like, you know, and then when she tell you, like, I can see that happening.
Yeah.
Cause you get so angry, bro. Over time, bro, you start seeing like some, you know what I'm saying? Like my mother has no filter. You know, when she gets angry, she just really tells you some shit that's like, you're not even hurting my feelings anymore. You're hurting my fucking soul.
Yeah.
You know? But
Yeah.
maybe it's the truth, but then again, maybe it's not.
Well, at the same time, because I feel like moms, they know you to the core where they be like, they know to say some shit, just fuck you up.
Is your mom from Vietnam?
Yeah.
So okay, so it was different.
Yeah.
For her, it was different.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because my mom, she grew up on a fucking farm in Louisiana with a lot of racist people. It was different.
Uh-huh.
It was the times were fucked for a lot lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of people of color, a lot of people that it was really fucked.
Yeah. Sharecropper, bro.
Yeah. At the same time, coming from like an immigrant family, I always give them props because my family had to do the whole shit where they go in the boat, make it to America.
Yeah.
I was like, that shit's fucking hard.
That's just hard, bro.
Because like not only you go with, you have to go deal with pirates and shit.
Yeah.
When that shit was more of a real thing.
Yeah.
And then
it still is.
And just fucking
pirates are fucking children. Look, if you're listening, if you're watching this shit, pirates are real and they don't have fucking eye patches and shit like that. Okay, they will kill you. They will take everything you got, and they'll probably rape you too.
Yeah.
That's real shit. Oh.
Yeah.
They.
And
what's up, Danny?
And we're talking about fucking a boat from across.
What's up, Pony Boy?
Like we're talking about airplane flight.
I'm hella late looking at some of these comments, my nigga.
Halfway across the world.
So we're talking about.
Like I'm talking about like nowadays, like even like
a week trip. We're talking about maybe a week.
Probably longer than that, just to get
2 weeks
from Asia to America.
Yeah,
that's the Pacific Ocean's huge.
Huge.
That's fucking crazy though. They literally just go halfway around the world on a fucking boat.
It depends on what part of America they went to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they have to travel some more.
Where did they land?
I'm pretty sure they landed they had to land in Seattle, or they landed in a different country and then just got fucked. I don't know the full story, but
Seattle's right on the Pacific.
You start to learn shit.
Have you ever asked them about this full story?
Yeah.
Washington's right on the Pacific,
I talked to my grandma,
So
but then when they talked to me about it, they talked to me about more of like the shit that they have to like survive through.
Yeah, and maybe there's shit that they don't, because it's because I'm trying to get a tattoo, right? So I've been asking questions about the history of my family, and then I'm finding out crazy shit that I never knew.
Yeah.
Oh both my great. Get closer.
You just talk more.
Okay, so like, I learned that most of my great grandparents.
That's because he's talking to the side of the mic.
He's talking to the top of the mic.
So should I be like this?
Turn. No. Turn them. Yeah, right there.
Okay. Oh, now I hear it. Anyways, yeah, learning a whole bunch of my great grandparents fought. Some of them died in World War II fighting the Japanese, and I'm also learning that I might be part Japanese.
Could
you know? It's crazy shit. That's what Reggie told me.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay.
Do that ancestry, cuz.
I definitely need to do that before I get this tattoo. Even if I get it, I still, because the tattoo I want is it's paying honor to those, the Filipino warriors that fought and died in the.
It feels like something on your body, and it feels like it's symbolic to you. But get it.
Yeah, no, because I was talking to you, Jacob gave me a call, and then it's relatable because like I didn't even figure out until I was later when I was a little bit older with that. So my real grandpa died in the Vietnam War, but I didn't even know that until I was probably like 14. Because the grandpa I have now is they met him through the concentration camp, but my real grandpa now was also in the Vietnam Navy. But my real grandpa died. I think it was on the day where they invaded Saigon, and then my grandpa just caught a bullet.
That's just crazy.
You know what's crazy?
That's just crazy.
I was at like Leoma's like family barbecue or whatever, and one of her uncles was talking about when they were getting drafted to go to Vietnam and all this shit, and it was just like crazy. It's just crazy to hear different perspectives about it and stuff, and just like how a lot, like he said, he avoided the draft because he got a vocational, like I would have done the same. Like I don't know. It's kind of weird to think about, but like
yeah, bro.
It's just crazy, bro.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. You know, it was really nuts. Is like, you know, because my pops did he did a couple of tours in Nam. You know what I'm saying? And he was telling us shit like shit that didn't make sense, but it doesn't make sense to me, but it made sense to them. Like, it's like he would say things like, how do we start a war somewhere, and people already called them by racial slurs, and it's like, how you gonna call us this dog and you never even met us before? So somebody had to be there before already to let them know who the fuck we already was.
Oh no, facts.
Does that make sense? Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Oh, facts.
How do you know?
Get into it. Get more specific.
How do you know how to use the word nigger if this is our first time being here?
You know what's fucked up? So, all right, going into
Does that make? Hold on. See, I see that fit. So, how do you know that we're coons and niggers if this is the first time you've ever seen us?
Because
these motherfuckers had already been here.
Yeah, that propaganda and the shit.
And already told you
what
the fuck is going on.
Yeah. Oh, these niggas stay away from them.
Yeah, so going into that, so when the United States, so the Philippines was colonized by Spain.
What's up, Street Beef Scrapyard?
What's up, Fire Chicken?
Fuego, hey.
We just out here throwing a little bit of history out here.
Okay, so anyways, so with the Philippines, it was colonized by Spain, and then the Spanish and the Americans fought.
Okay.
And then the Americans were pretending to be allies with the Filipinos.
Okay.
And then turns out that the Spanish sold the Philippines to America, and they left the Filipinos out of it completely.
Okay.
Obviously.
Okay.
They sold the Philippines for $20 million.
Okay.
Our entire 7,000 islands.
Okay.
And then that led into they call it the Filipino insurrection, but it was really a revolution.
Okay.
And it's crazy because there's a lot of Seattle. If you go to, is it Volunteer? It's Volunteer Park.
Uh huh.
And you know that Discovery Park?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
That used to be a fort.
I knew it because I was just there the other day.
Discovery Park where?
It's near.
It's like
the fucking tower, bro.
Northwest of fucking.
The Watchtower?
It's not Wallingford. Magnuson. It's Magnuson. It's Magnuson.
There's this whole park that used to be a fort.
How far from Volunteer?
No, Volunteer is completed, but it's connected because Volunteer Park is where all the people that died in the Filipino War are buried.
That's where like Bruce Lee and all them was buried at.
Yeah.
Volunteer Park. Yeah.
And
shit. Okay.
But anyways, there used to be a lot of. They would send African American soldiers to the Philippines to fight.
Yeah.
But then it was crazy because they were calling the Filipinos like yellow. They were calling them yellow niggers.
Yeah.
And then it was fucked up because the blacks were like, "How am I gonna fight these dudes when I'm getting called the same thing?"
Yeah.
So some of the African Americans went and fought with the Filipinos.
Well, you know what's crazy is in them fucking mountains, they got Filipinos that look like me, bro.
They're black.
Facts.
They tripped me the fuck out.
A lot of the indigenous
Tripped me, bro. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, bro. And I did my research. And I was like, bro, when they were trading slaves and shit, I was like, hold the fuck on, dog. Like, the oldest Filipinos that are recorded are Negroes, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like,
they call them negritos.
They call them egots.
Egots, negritos.
Egots, yeah.
That's what the natives call them.
That's what the natives call
The
them.
Spanish call them negritos, black people.
And I'm like, what the fuck? And they come from the fucking mountain, the fucking jungles.
That's where the boondocks. You know the boondocks?
Yeah.
That's what the American soldiers used to call it because they're in the jungles. Fucking, like you go into the jungles and you're an American unit and you're not coming packing. You're gonna get your throat slit.
Okay, so this is what Pops told me. Okay, this is what Pops told me. Pops was told me that when they would go to, so my dad was stationed in the Philippines for like 5 years, bro. He said when they would get off the boat, they would tell the blacks, like, look, you guys party later on in the jungle, but we're going to party with the white people because we're going to rob them first. Then we'll party with you guys in the jungle later. And he said the jungle parties be wild as fuck. And then the Filipinos, but they'd be like, bro, they would look like you, me, you. They would, bro, dreads and all, everything, dog. You be like, what the fuck? And my dad was like, what the fuck is this?
Very, very diverse, man.
Yeah, tripping.
Because imagine like
7,000 islands, cuz.
And then everybody just coming in from all over, escaping China because of this, or escaping India because of this.
Yeah.
The Muslims are escaping and they're becoming their own thing.
I've seen Filipinos light as kid, and you would swear they're from. I would think like, oh, you Laos or something? Like, no, Filipino. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's why I mean.
Oh, my friend PJ's about is same skin as him.
But then you see Filipinos from fucking Guam or some shit.
Well, I mean, at the same time, you gotta look at the environment too, because like, I mean, most of Asia is hella heat, so I mean, if you're working out in the heat too and stuff like that, you're like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's
You
interesting.
understand what I'm saying? Because like farmers and stuff too for Vietnam, bro, they're super dark skin. Like my dad is a whole different skin level than us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does he look more Thai or Cambodian?
He looks Vietnamese.
He looks Vietnamese, but he's really dark Vietnamese.
Your dad?
Yeah.
I know some dark Vietnamese that have some. That you can tell they're Vietnamese.
I mean, you guys seen him.
Yeah.
You guys seen him.
Yeah.
It's interesting, man.
He's definitely darker than I am.
It's just crazy, bro.
It's just crazy.
It's just wild, bro.
The more I look into the history of the Filipinos, the more I realize like the duality of man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So as far as like so the Filipinos they created a screamer, right? Or a Kali or
I mean, I'm not gonna. Here's how I make sense of it all. They didn't. They have their own flavor of it because the Muslims from India migrated to the Philippines and they create and from Indonesia and they already had their own type of art like silat and all that.
Yeah.
They introduced metal to the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly, I don't know. There's so much. This is like thousands of years ago. Who the fuck really knows? But this is what the papers say about that.
And these are
Muslims.
These are Muslims from India.
Yeah, that's why when you
Shout out
go.
to our 5 concurrent users.
Thank you. Good looking out.
And then the southern Philippines is like Muslim mostly, and then there's like a lot of ISIS there.
So does the Vietnamese have their own? Do they have their own martial art there?
They do. It's called Vo Vietnam. And with that martial arts, I mean, with the striking stuff, pretty much the only difference that like you can tell like in like Vo Vietnam like performance and stuff like that, they do a lot of like scissor kicks to the head, where it's like a flip throw off the scissor kick.
Yeah.
Yeah. But besides that, like striking and stuff regularly, it's still like normal. I feel like it combines pretty much everything.
Like Muay Thai.
Side kicks and everything, but they're a highlight that like makes like, oh, you're like, that's Vo Vietnam when they do performance. They wear blue suits.
Yeah.
And it's just a bunch of like scissor kicks.
Okay.
Which
which are badass. I'll scissor front snaps somebody in the fucking face.
That's why it's heard too.
No, but I'm talking about those are like a jumping scissor kick.
Yeah.
Where they like try to catch people's head and then like flip. But I mean, there's a huge Vo Vietnam martial art in Seattle too. Like I grew up and I seen about it.
I just looked it up.
For what?
I can't hear you.
Oh, it's permanently closed. Apparently, I was just looking it up.
The Vo Vietnam thing.
Yeah.
Okay, but I know there's
That's
a huge
weird.
population in Seattle that was doing it. I knew some friends.
And that was meant. Let's say Taekwondo was meant for like when you're fighting someone on a horse, you jump up and just kick them off.
Oh yeah,
Some crazy shit.
Yeah, that's what my teacher. Well, for my teacher, my first ITF teacher, he said that his master was taught by a master from when Korea first expanded out. They said Vietnam was one of the first countries that they visit.
Yeah.
So my sensei master learned from them, and then they were teaching like that taekwondo for military use.
Yeah.
But going back to that, that was the whole point of jump kicks, is because back in the day, during like war times, like people were riding
it's
horses.
Crazy.
So that's
history of it all, man.
See, my first taekwondo teacher told us that every kick you throw is to fucking destroy whoever you're fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
Like kick with meaning.
Yeah.
And if you kick him, make sure you hit him. You know what I'm saying? Because we're throwing everything we got.
We're throwing your whole body.
We're throwing our whole body
into your balance, everything.
And you'd be surprised, bro, if you fucking kick somebody in the stomach and you're like, hold the fuck on, dog. Like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying?
Break the ribs.
Like, for real, fuck. Remember when we met, Master Shay?
Yeah.
We went to this Grandmaster when we went to this retreat, and he was like, there's two types of kicks. You have shattering and you have breaking. And I was like, well, what's the difference between the two? He said, when you shatter is when you chamber. When you hit that whop and you bring it back, he said, that's going to shatter bones. Yeah. You want to break it, then that's just the follow through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you want to shatter, you want to whop, and they're like, oh. Then later on, they're like, oh, shit, this shit's fucked up.
The thing about the...
Dede says he see us doing our thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the thing between snapping and then like moving through. But
yeah, same thing. Yeah.
But to get like a snapping kick to that level, it's like it takes hours. And
takes time, bro.
Because like falling through, I feel like you can get that motion. Like it's more common to like how you react.
I didn't feel like I had the perfect roundhouse until I was in my 20s. Stop. Yeah. Then I was like, oh, my roundhouse is good because I always chamber it. Pow, and bring it back. In case I need to throw something else, it's always chambered, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I want to learn how to do. It's just
I didn't. So I feel like with my fight with El Perro, I feel like if I didn't have pads on, maybe it'd be different.
It would have been different.
Which, by the way, shout out to El Perro. I'm gonna watch your fight against Morningstar in a little bit.
It is different. That's the thing, man.
You know.
And going into it. Okay, so I want to bring this to something. I went to a course in Florida for Marine course.
Yeah.
Basically learning how to. I'm like the joint between the infantry and the people that call in airstrikes.
Serious job.
Yeah, but it's like it's like I'm looking through the binos and I'm fucking, oh, here's the target information. I have the GPS and
serious job.
Yeah, you get the elevation, you have the direction, you have the north, whatever, all that crazy shit that goes into it. And then you blow motherfuckers up, and you got to make sure that the airplane doesn't get blown up, and then all this shit. And I'm by myself, or I'm with the infantry platoon.
So you doing the okay? So let's get to that.
And I'm gonna bring it back.
You doing the course to that, right? If the shit's popping off, like what if shit's like popping off, like shit's going nuts. Okay, you got a squad pinned down. It's like, dog, we need air support like now.
There's things. I actually failed that test, and then I had to do it the next day. If you fail two tests, if you fail the same test twice in a row, you're out.
Why'd you fail the first time?
Because what fucked me up, dude, is like I was with the master sergeant, and he was like a really hard tester.
Yeah.
But not even that. It was like when I came to because it's on a computer, it's all simulated, and it's like a video game.
Yeah.
What fucked me up is my gear wasn't set up, and they didn't tell me it wasn't. They were trying to see if I knew my shit. Because usually it's the gear set up like, oh, it's already in elevation.
Okay.
The battles that you have is connected. It's connected to the fucking GPS. Yeah. So you have a GPS that could give you your grid.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire world.
And you wasn't ready to go.
No, because.
And you thought you were ready to go.
Yeah, I thought I was.
Did they ever throw
you? There was a whole bunch of shit.
So you didn't go in there and you didn't check your shit to make sure you was ready.
I didn't know. I was so used to like I was already set up.
Exactly.
And then that led to craziness. And they're like, all right, because you go in there and what they do is
that's a good dude. No, test you like that.
No, and he's Filipino too.
That's a good dude though.
He was a Filipino. He was born. He was adopted. But, anyways, it was like they give you a mission brief. Like, okay, here you're with this unit, Alpha Company.
Yeah.
You're doing assault in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Here's your grid. Here's the fucking battery position, where the artillery guns are.
Yeah.
Here's where here's the close air support on station. We got helicopters. We got jets.
You got like a laser pointer and shit too.
Yes, but they test us individually for each. If I'm doing a laser pointer, that's his own mission. Okay. If I'm doing an IR pointer, that's his own mission. Okay. I'll explain it a little more, but basically they're like, okay,
it's not Call of Duty, folks.
This is not Call of Duty.
And then they're like, all right. So like they send your ass here, like, okay, I'm your commander, and he's the air guy.
Yeah.
So you could talk to the air, you could talk to your sergeant, and you could talk to the commander. It's like, all right, boom, your commander just died. What do? Boom, it's right there. His position is right there. The enemy's shooting right now. Do something. Go ahead. Go. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh my shit it's not working. What the fuck? And then I was like, oh shit. And I was like, I have to connect it. Boop. And then boom, and I hit it. And then there was this crazy shit. You got to write it on the map because there's a map they give you. You have to map it out.
So by the time you connected your shit, was the shit already fucking hitting the fan?
It was.
See, that's the type of shit that where you're in a gray area.
And they're like, all right, you're taking too long. You got another casualty. And I'm like, oh, I have another casualty. I have to write that down because I have to tell the fucking the medevac to come.
See, I like that because you didn't check your shit. Yeah. Which you should have did before you got busy.
That's what this. And then they told me like, you need to check your shit. What fucked me up the most, guys? And I'm gonna bring it all back. I brought this up for a reason. What fucked me up the most was like at the end of the. He was like, all right, index. That's the end of the mission. Because I still got the target destroyed. Yeah. But it was ass. The entire.
See, but that's what I was gonna say. They probably put you in a situation where it's a gray area.
Yeah.
Because the role
it's crazy.
Because the role that you're playing is sometimes you're gonna have to make calls. That's not always gonna be a direct, like a straight away road.
Yeah. First, because for this mission.
But he didn't check his shit though.
I didn't check my shit. My fucking sergeant died, and then I had to request air. I had to go on the net and request emergency.
He was already under the assumption
like what if
that his shit was ready to go.
Like what if the mission is the main priority is to destroy this objective?
I passed it, but everything else was ass.
But you have comrades and shit.
Okay, he passed it, but he said though, it's his shit.
Yeah.
He should have made sure that his shit, my gear, my shit is ready to go. But he was under the impression, oh, it's already ready because it's a test. But if it was real life, he'd have been like, oh, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? They were getting ready, like, dog, make sure your shit is ready.
Yeah, bro.
Before you start fucking making decisions.
Crazy. So the fuck up your shit or so the whole made a mistake.
Yeah.
The whole fucking time, like you're just used to like shit always being prepared and ready.
No, it's one. That's the thing about what I'm learning about life and combat. One mistake, you're fucking dead.
So but
that's not the question you asked.
Yeah.
The question was, were you used to your things being already ready to go?
Yes.
Did someone set it up or you set it up?
Fucked up. They gave us a class. They prepare us, man. They're like, hey, here's a class. Here's a class on preparing your shit. We're gonna go outside and give you all this gear.
But when you're saying you're like
the day before.
But when you were saying you're used to the shit being ready, like was someone preparing for you or like you already?
Well, because it's like we're in a classroom and they're like, all right, Qualo, come through. And then it's in the next room, and then they fucking test you. And then one by one, they pull you out and you get tested. So I was like assuming like, oh, everything's already set up.
So this is like the Naruto tuning exams pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then they're like, oh, this shit's used to ready now.
Yeah.
But have you been thinking like, how do I get this shit ready before it's even ready?
Exactly.
But they give you time. They're like, are you ready?
See, and
I was like,
I was like,
yes, Master Sergeant.
Like, bro, like you remember the tuning exam where fucking that one part in the very first one, not even Naruto Shippuden and regular Naruto, where they took that written test.
Yeah.
And this guy never passed without even writing any answers down. But the whole point of the test was just see if you're gonna pass through it and not fucking fuck up on cheating. And
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, boy.
I'm saying though, you were already used of the shit being ready, but in class it probably told you check your shit.
Yeah. That's hella fucking funny because the sergeants or whatever.
Like, they'll do this. They're like, they have a fat ass boot, and they'll be like, they had boots on, and they'll be like, all right, so you might have to deal with this tomorrow. So just be ready. I'm not saying it will happen.
Yeah.
We just gotta be ready.
Yeah.
And we're like, hurry up, right there.
We gotta
do this tomorrow.
Just read the words between the lines.
Because they want you to pass, man.
Well, okay. It's like I was in 4th and 5th grade, right? And I had a teacher say, before you write anything on this test, read all the questions.
That's what they said
before.
too.
This is what the dude told us. Okay, well, all right. Motherfuckers already answered questions. And the very last question said, if you wrote anything on this test, you failed. Because his specific instructions was read everything on here before you put anything on there. And the very last question was, if you wrote anything on this test, you automatically fail.
So they're basically testing motherfuckers. All right.
So he said, read the entire test.
Read the entire test before you take the test. And people were already reading. They were like, oh, this is easy. Oh, this is easy. Oh, this is fucking easy.
Yeah.
And then it's like, at the end of the test, like, yeah, if you wrote anything on this test, it's automatic fail.
That's what I'm saying.
And you can't lie and say you didn't because you have to. You're gonna be erasing it. It's on pen probably.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, that's the test of character. I feel like in every field you do.
But it's like you're not paying attention to the instructions. You're either you thinking you're better than whoever's giving you the fucking exam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like he said though, he was already in the mindset thinking, oh, my shit's already ready to go, and they were like, okay, we're gonna unplug this.
No, that's what I'm saying. Those started
and see what happens. So why is this working?
Those are greasy.
And you're already in the shit.
Yeah.
Like because it's a simulation.
Yeah.
If it was real life, okay. If it was real life, you're already in the shit. Shit's blowing up. Motherfuckers' caps are getting picked.
Yeah.
Like, why isn't this shit not working? 30 seconds later, you got 10 people killed.
But as a test giver, you're just like, this motherfucker don't even know.
They don't even know. I figured it out. I figured out in like 30 seconds. I was like, oh shit. And then but then from there I was already flustered. Like, oh fuck, I forgot what to do after that. I was
I think that's what probably was the hardest part for you, is because you figured it out, but you're already in the
behind the
like,
power curve.
Fuck, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I think maybe if you would have just rolled with it and adapted to the situation, it would have been a pass. But you were already like, oh, fuck.
Well, I adapted, but there was so many little things that I did wrong because I kept messing up. Basically, I kept messing up. It's so complicated, guys, but final attack hittings. I messed up fucking procedures. I messed up. I didn't get the aircraft's
So my question
weapons.
is, how do you turn that in to a fighting situation? Like
fighting?
You're prepared for this, right?
Yeah.
But this guy, you don't come prepared for this. But then you're like, oh, this motherfucker's been training
in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, he's been training this shit, and it's like, fuck. But I already know this, but I wasn't preparing for this because I thought something different.
You know how? Because the test was pretty. I almost failed that course. But here's how I did it, guys.
What you didn't.
Here's how I did it. Okay? Every night, I would study.
Yeah.
And I would picture the fucking test tomorrow. I would picture everything, and I would rehearse the entire thing from start to finish.
Well, I know you were studying because you were telling me you were studying.
Yeah. Every time I call you, I'd be like, "What you doing?" Oh, I'm just studying.
Studying for this. Yeah.
And I'd just be giving you a break. You'd be sitting
so
there
in fighting,
but you were studying, but you forgot the important part to study for.
I mean, if we switch over,
checking your shit.
But bro,
you didn't check your shit.
All right,
if we switch over to that fighting, that's the same thing as like a fight camp.
Yeah, same thing as a fight camp. We did this, prepared for this, but this motherfucker had a trick that we knew about, but we didn't really prepare for this shit.
So,
but it was a 2-week fight camp. It wasn't
to bring it into fighting, guys. That's
a good analogy. That's a good analogy.
It's you could prepare as much as you can because I came as prepared as I could, but there's little things that you just.
So it was more like the Mike Tyson.
It's the experience
mentality.
It's experience.
You prepared. You were ready. You got hit, and everything went out the window. And you're like, okay, fuck.
It didn't go out the window, but it's like that's that saying of a black belt gets hit, he turns into a brown belt. He gets a hit again, and he turns into a purple belt, and then it keeps going. The more you get hit, doesn't matter how much skill you have. Yeah. You get hit, you keep losing.
Do you guys want to use it to like compare it like as fight IQ? Because fight IQ is just like when you're in the cage or whatever is happening, or even like situation like that live. You make a decision within probably like less than a milli of a second.
Yeah.
You know, and like I think every individual is different.
And I think that's maybe what they were looking for, to make that quick decision in that millisecond.
Yeah. They're like, what if this happens in real life?
Yeah.
They're just
it's even worse in real life.
Under stress,
so much more worse.
Under a stressful situation.
I think that's what it is. I think they were like, okay, he should have been on the fly quicker.
Because I think the test is there, but like on a bigger picture, they're looking at like
your ability to adapt.
your ability to adapt,
and just your base knowledge. What do you fucking know your job?
Yeah, because like
do you know your job?
Yeah.
Because you guys coach people in the corner of the fight, right? Like from outside perspective, you can see like what they need to do and all that. But when you're in the midst of it, you're trying to see if like
so do you know your job?
If they're able to react and adapt within like, because these are situations that happen.
And it's
seconds.
Well, that's like when I was watching Albert and fucking Joe Briggs. They were sparring, and Joe was kind of working them, and Albert fucking adapted to that shit, bro. He started hitting them with the fucking same kicks he was hitting them with. You know what I'm saying? He started seeing it, like, it was crazy, bro, because Albert was like, but Joe is tall as fuck. His range, it will fuck you up. But then Albert started noticing, like, oh, okay. He throw like a roundhouse, Joe throw a roundhouse, Albert throw two back. He'll throw like he'll do that sliding side kick to the oblique or something. Mm-hmm. He'll do the same thing. He started mimicking him to kind of get him off of his shit, and then Albert started working him, bro. Because remember, remind you, Albert's pro.
Yeah.
But the beginning, you were like, oh, but this is got. Albert started really working him.
It's adapting.
And shit became different. Okay. So we got less than a minute, guys. It was a great conversation today. Shit was better. Next week's the 4th of July. I don't know if you guys want to do a show. We'll see how the 3rd goes. So I might be a little burnt. We'll go from there. Other than that, I'd love to see you guys back in here. Yeah. This shit's fucking awesome.
Before we go, all right.
Yeah.
You said something about bringing it back to fighting.
Yes.
So I learned that you try your best, and sometimes you get hit, and you lose.
Yeah.
But those failures, after that, I completely fixed it, and then I became, everything was perfect from then on.
Yeah.
So it's just like the failures, you know. And I failed like 2 tests, and after that I was like, all right, I'm not failing again. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
And then it was clean. It was just pretty fucking clean.
Well, it's almost like they meant to fail you on certain shit, so you can get it right the next time.
Because it wasn't.
Make mistakes.
I didn't make any huge mistakes. I just made a lot of smaller mistakes. That was like, oh.
Well, nobody's perfect, bro. Even the smartest man in the world, he ain't perfect. He had to make slight things that he learned from that, because he'll never get it wrong again. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I remember when I talked to you, when you were like, oh, I failed this, so I was like, is it fixable?
I was like, yes.
That was the first question I asked.
There was just so many dumb little mistakes.
I was like, was it fixable? You were like, yeah. I was like,
I fucked up. Like, everything was perfect, and I messed up the east and west, and then.
But like me and her cousin was talking, I was like, dude, I know he's gonna pass because because like he was really studying for his shit, bro. Some people say, oh, I'm studying or not. If I call you like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, yeah, I'm studying. Oh, I'm gonna call you back. A real motherfucker, okay, well, I'll talk to you later. Get on your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, when you study, well, man, I got this going on, man, fuck, I'll talk to you later, dog. Oh, what's up, dog? I will talk to you later. Get on your shit. That's a real motherfucker right there for you fake motherfuckers that's watching my show. Okay? Other than that, we got to get up out of here, guys. There it is. Thank you for coming out and watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell, get all the notifications. If you didn't like what we were saying, then fuck you. Get off here. If you did like it, we love you still. But
watch that video of my band on the channel.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet, dog. Watch that. Throw some comments on there. I had one solid viewer the whole time, so we love you too. This is episode 30.
2 concurrent viewers on this motherfucking stream. We love y'all.
We love you guys, man. And don't invite your friends. You know what I'm saying? Cats, uncles, dogs, goats, anything, man.
If
trees,
you like
whatever.
what we have, share the podcast.
Share the shit, bro.
So you can talk some shit with your friends. Be like, damn, you see the podcast last
Don't worry,
week?
the shit's gonna get better, man.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna get better. We're gonna get more guests on here. We're gonna get these lames on here who think they know that. What's up? But they don't know that shit though. You dig? Other than that, it's your boy Ginsu, my boy Hitmon Lee, my boy Armor Hammer, King Qual back there on the boards. We're out of here. We would like to say, peace, player.
We're gone.
We're gone. I love this shit, bro. This shit is so awesome.